Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We're here on the beach, ready to start our adventure proper since escaping the Nautiloid ship. So, when I say that, I say Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. What I mean is I play with an additional set of rules to make the game a little bit closer to actual tabletop 5e. And so if you're ever wondering why I'm doing things peculiarly, or if things don't quite make sense for why I'm doing something that way, check the rules in the description that I use. You might find some information there. But what are we finding here? It's a Shadowheart. Can we help Shadowheart? Nope. Target cannot be helped. Well, hopefully that's not ultimately true. Wake her, reach for the artifact, or leave. Let's just wake her. Hello, Shadowheart. Hello?
You're alive. I'm alive.
Yes.
How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You want to stay together? A royal we?
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright then, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
I feel like the voice acting and the lip syncing aren't quite right. Oh, but we do have enough XP to level up immediately. That's very exciting. So let's do that now. Level up. Sorcerer level 2. So, health increased. Fast features, a first level spell slot and 2 sorcery points. Actions, create sorcery points and create spell slots. Gain a spell and replace a spell. Now... oh, we can add class to multi-class. I'm not going to dabble in multi-classing, at least not yet. So, I will take my 6 HP. We need to gain a spell. So, learn spells. Why is my spell save DC -1? Spellcasting ability none. That doesn't make any sense. Right, what spell do I want? Shield. This is not bad. Thunderwave is a fun one. Enhanced Leap, also known as Jump, but some of these things have changed. I'm going to take a Thunderwave. Thunderwave could be good for shoving people off of stuff. And we get to pick 2 meta magics. Careful Spell. Allies automatically succeed saving throws against spells that require them. Distant Spell, increase the range of spells by 50%. Melee spells are granted a range of 30 feet. Extended Spell, double the duration of conditions, summons, and surfaces. Or Twinned Spell. Why do we not get the full selection of meta magics? I was expecting, like, the one where you get enemies have disadvantage on checks and stuff. Well, still, allies automatically succeed saves, distant spell, extended spell. I'm going to go distant spell, I think. And we can replace one, but I don't think we need to replace, like, the 3 spells that we have. As for Shadowheart, Cleric level 2. Health, spells, actions. So she is a Trickster Cleric. That is fine. We're not going to change that. Turn Undead. Invoke Duplicity as a channel divinity. And our extra HP. Can I change my prepared spells? I can. Lovely. So, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Bless, and lastly, Sanctuary. You or an ally cannot be targeted until you attack or harm a creature. You can still take damage from area spells. Interesting, but not what I want. Are we just taking Cure Wounds for now? Yeah, we'll focus on the staying alive part for a while.
Let's get going.
Alright, let's get moving down the beach then.
These boots have seen everything.
There's a pouch, there's barrels. I have no need for a tiny hammer, I don't think. A healing potion, lovely. So we can highlight stuff with left alt. If I grab this myrgrass here, and then check my inventory. Recipe unlocked. Suspension of myrgrass. Press H to view. Oh, hello. With alchemy, you turn ingredients into elixirs, poisons, and weapon coatings. Elixir of fire resistance. Suspension, myrgrass. Touching a little of the substance to your lips, you begin to hear muffled pulsing sounds, orbs of thought belonging to those nearby. So do I need 3 myrgrasses to do that? That's very interesting. So, item context menu. Every item has a context menu where you may use them, tag them as wares, or send them. Use right mouse button. Sure thing. So our alchemy pouch has our myrgrass in it. And we're carrying around 2 jars with brains in. That will certainly go well. So we have cause to find random bits of plants and stuff and collect them along the way. But for now, we're just going to find as many supplies as we can before we get off this beach.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Camp supplies. Be sure to collect food and drinks. You will need them to restore your health and resources when taking a long rest. Some sea shanties. Fish. I can take all the fish. And then if we jump back into our inventory, we have a camp supply pack. That is where all of the food resides, so it doesn't get mixed up with the rest of the inventory. That is wonderful quality of life stuff. A perfumed letter. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. And keep saying it until we're old and grey. Let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier with you there. Leave your boat and meet me by the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Poor bastard. Right, there's another myrgrass. Give me that. More dead fishermen. Fisherwomen. Fisherpersons. Water. We don't need water to long rest. Oh, thieves' tools. Send those to Shadowheart. We just need the food for the long rest stuff. There's another myrgrass. You can craft your own potions, poisons, and elixirs using alchemy. Gathered ingredients to distill into extracts, experiments to brew, and experiment to brew wondrous solutions. So this myrgrass suspension, we can now extract. Recipe unlocked. Potion of mind reading. Potions. Potion of mind reading. We need a myrgrass suspension and any sublimate, which we do not have. I will keep that in mind. That's going to be really interesting to dig into over time. I don't think bottles are of any use to us. Ashes of dagger root recipe. There's a very ancient door here.
Can't get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
Belladonna. And we have an ancient sigil circle here. So if I want to long rest in my 5th edition version of the game, I must come to one of these ancient sigils in order to get myself back to the campsite where we can long rest. That's just how I like to do things. Right. I'm really paranoid that at any moment things could be different. Not only because I'm on a harder difficulty now, but also because just anything could have changed. But I'm going to try
More of those wretched things.
and not use my meta knowledge from the game in the past to influence things too much. So I'm going to allow myself to make small mistakes and walk into small surprises and things. Fine by me. Right. Where did they go? We've seen them, so let's take the high ground. Okay, we're in initiative.
One strike could be lethal.
High ground rules. Positioning is important. Ranged attacks from above are more likely to hit, while ranged attacks from below hit less often. Meta magic. Your magic fizzles with new potential. Okay. Put me up here on high ground. So we have 3 first level spell slots. And we get our sorcery points recharging on long rest. So with those, we can twin a spell, or we can use distant spells. We have 2 sorcery points total. We wanted to hit something from here. We don't need the distant. Oh. I don't have enough movement to hit you. Apparently I can't see over this cliff. That's awkward. My ranged attack. I can. Works out.
Ready.
Shadowheart.
Moving.
Climb this ledge. You currently do not have any kind of ranged weapon. We have Firebolt as a half-elf cantrip using intelligence. Our intelligence is 10, so we're not very likely to hit with it. Probably better to use Sacred Flame, our cleric cantrip. They make the save. Then it is their turn. What is that? Synaptic Discharge is new. They did not have that ranged attack previously. Shared initiative. Yes, I know shared initiative. Thank you. Synaptic Discharge. 1d6 plus 2 psychic damage. Expel a wave of telepathic energy once per turn. Interesting. I put face cam so that we could have this kind of nice gap over on the right hand side where I thought I fit quite nicely. Okay, I'd rather take out a foe so they don't get an additional attack. This is a 95% chance to hit. This is also a 95% chance to hit. 3 damage. Yeah, we didn't get an option for Quicken Spell either. Did they come later, perhaps? Not sure. Unless something changed. Right, let's go kill this one, please. Damn.
Moving.
Right, we're gonna keep space between us both. Thank goodness those don't hit very well, but my attempts to keep space from them so they would have to dash towards us has not worked great.
What do I have to lose?
Thank goodness. Shadowheart, you're up. 13 HP and 12 HP. We could kill one with a guiding bolt.
Fall, damn you.
Yeah, that went well. Very happy. Right, between us, we should be able to take them on 2 versus 1.
It follows me everywhere.
1 hull damage.
Can't afford to let up.
They keep making their saves. Shadowheart's AC must be doing great work.
Another day, another fight.
Man, these damage rolls are not strong.
Gotta keep fighting.
Alright, we are getting there. Do they have line of sight? They do. They continue to miss us. And I'm very grateful for it.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
You fight well.
19 damage.
Such a distant prospect.
Must be a crit. Right, let's see what we can find amongst this wreckage then.
Not over, then through.
Whilst trying to avoid fire surfaces and the like. The brains don't have pockets, that makes sense.
Let's have a look.
There's an abducted nobleman. Gold, pale mint, silver locket, and a rapier. Surfaces. You've stepped in a surface that could become dangerous if affected. So this oil, mysterious liquid, is probably flammable. Chest, a basic poison, and a dead mind flayer. A potion of speed, gain an extra action, +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dex saving throws, and double movement speed. Does it say for how long? It used to say for 3 turns, didn't it? Well, I'm still going to take it. And a spiked bulb, and a void bulb. Skull, I don't need. I mean, I could take a skull, but I don't need a skull. Alright, we press on. Now, we are 3 HP down, but that's manageable, I think. Another dead Intellect Devourer. Nothing on them, of course. Plants around the coast. We've got some myrgrass. I can imagine, because I'm playing on the higher difficulty, learning the alchemy could be very important. More thieves' tools. A lute. Not proficient with musical instruments. Now, Shadowheart, I would like you to try and lockpick this container. So we have +1 from dexterity. Interesting. I thought she had sleight of hand. I guess some things have changed. 16 gold and a leather helmet. +1 to dex saving throws. We'll send that to Lucy. Hey, Lucy.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Would you please put this hat on? Not proficient in armor. Using this armor will increase your armor class, but your lack of training will give you disadvantage on some rolls and stop you from casting spells. Okay, then. We're not proficient with light armor. That makes a bit of sense. Light crossbow, send that to Shadowheart. Shadowheart can use that. That's good. So, what skills do you have, Shadowheart? History, religion, insight, medicine. I thought as a trickster cleric, trickery domain cleric, you used to have more stealth and sleight of hand stuff, but I suppose not.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
All right then, we push on.
Waste a step.
Who's that?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Have you been watching me? I can kill it. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
I cannot. It's a boar.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need her alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I?
Maybe.
Not?
Melee attack? We are not good at a melee attack. -1 from strength. I'll just nod.
Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacle freaks did to me.
You've got it backwards, mate. What in the hells are you talking about?
Don't play dumb, you little...
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What if it's eating
What was
memories?
that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer Worm, Strength, Dex, Sorcerer melee attack. +3 from Charisma. Whisper a cantrip to burn his hand. Yes. DC 14. I don't want to cast Bless. That's a whole spell slot to do that. 12 +3 +2 will do it.
Damn it!
Get off.
I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me.
Well done, you're picking it up
And
now.
to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I'm glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Ah, I'm also Baldurian.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Alright, Mr. Hoity-Toity.
Do you know anything about these worms?
I know I don't want it in my head.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
We can start by travelling together. Better odds.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
And we meet Astarion.
Someone there?
Party line. The party is shown on your side of the screen. The portraits show your character's health and conditions. Drag the portraits to split them apart. So, Astarion gets all the XP that we've had so far. So, Cunning Action Hide, Cunning Action Dash, and Cunning Action Disengage as a rogue. You love to see it. Previously, hide as a bonus action was available to everybody. But now it's in its proper place in the rogue's cunning action.
On I go.
Right. With the whole party in tow, first of all, there is the scared boar. Now, we don't have any type of way to converse with animals, so... Oh, it's mad at us. Crimes. Certain actions are frowned upon by others. Get caught, you might find yourself in a prison cell.
How delicious.
Sneak attack ranged. How are we missing all of these attacks?
Let's prowl.
Thank you. Right.
Yes, please.
The boar has food supplies. There's some balsam.
What to do?
I'm going to try and just take stuff with Lucy for crafting in general.
Should mind
Though
my step.
I'm sure everybody has a crafting pack. Now, we're going to hop down this ledge here. Do some light investigating. So, whilst we're out and about in the world, we can make passive
Wonder
checks
what the next move is.
using our wisdom
No time for Danny.
to see if we notice anything out of place.
Nice view.
And we all fail. So, if there was something here, we don't know about it. That's a shame. We can come back with other party members and have another go at it, but it's not ideal. I'm still just waiting for the moment where we discover something that's very different. Something that's changed. Can I see anything happening down there from here? No? Okay.
Let's move. Time to press ahead.
Let's get Lucy as the head of the party again, since she is the one who has the highest charisma. Just a flaming wreckage.
There. A mind flare. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to go with just attack it. I am not
Monster.
spending
Death is too good for it.
any energy extra on conversing with a thing that abducted us to try and kill us. There might have been a conversation to be had with interesting results, but today is not that day. Right. Keep moving. Dead goblins.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Well, they have stuff we can sell. I don't need their bones, though. Is the frame rate on the recording tanked to hell? God, I hope that's not what it looks like in the actual playback. Because that is like framey AF, isn't it? I'm concerned, but we'll press on for another 10 or 15 minutes. Here's another one of those
What's going on
portals.
with that rune? Looks unstable somehow.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Sorcerer charisma. Attune yourself to the sigil's magic, then bide it to quiet down. And I will get some guidance from Shadowheart on this skill check. Everything is fine.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Yoink. Hello. Nice earring.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you all right?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the North Lloyd as well.
I was. I was indeed.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
I couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Oh, I'll knit you a new
You
face.
seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I possess many gifts, but tadpole extraction is not one of them.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Why, that sounds delightful.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone.
Isn't he
An
nice?
act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
And we have met Gale of Waterdeep. Level up Wizard level 2. Choose a subclass. Now, this is quite the decision, isn't it? Abjuration. Abjuration spells summon wards, banish enemies, and nullify magic. Suitable for those who wish to defend themselves and others. Evocation, to do damage. Necromancy, for the dead. Conjuration, compelled by shape and motion. Your favored arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects. Enchantment, magical influence, beguiling and bending the wills of others. Divination, you peer through time itself and can sculpt the future, like temporal clay, into a more favorable form. Portent, your dreams grant you glimpses of that let you influence the future. After each long rest, you gain 2 random portent dice. During the day, you can use your reaction to change the die of any attack roll or saving throw rolled near you to one of your portent dice. Each portent dice can only be used once, and you lose your unused portent dice at the end of the day. That is very tempting. That is a big, powerful one. Improved Minor Illusion. You can cast Minor Illusion as a bonus action. Transmutation. You can brew 2 alchemical potions instead of 1 when combining extracts. Divination we saw. Enchantment. Charm and incapacitate a creature. It cannot attack you. Hypnotic Gaze. Conjuration. Minor Conjuration create water. Subclass feature. Learn spells. Grim Harvest. Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the level of the spell slots used. Thrice if it is a necromancy spell. Undead and constructs are not affected. Evocation. Sculpt spells. Create pockets of safety within your spells, allies, automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. Abjuration. The residual magic from your spells forms a ward around you that protects you from harm. I mean, I think it has to be divination, no? And then we pick 2 spells. Do I know what spells we have already? Apparently not. Right, what do we want as a wizard? If we can't see what first level spells we've already taken. He's a human, so he gets civil militia. You have weapon proficiency with spears, pikes, halberds, and glaives, and armor proficiency with light armor and shields. So Gale will be able to equip light armor. Now, I did consider playing a human or a half-elf for this same feature, but I thought it was a bit min-maxy for my sorcerer. So, what do we want? Magic Missile is a classic. And shield is very good. Apparently we already have mage armor because I can't see it here. And Thunderwave is already missing. Should we take shield? It's kind of a classic, isn't it? Well, we can look at our prepared spells. So what do we know? Mage Armor, Shield, Fog Cloud, Grease, Sleep, Witch Bolt, Thunderwave. So we can learn 2 other spells to add to that list. I think this is fine. So let's drop Grease and take Magic Missile. And we're not going to need mage armor once we get some regular armor for a human. But I think this is fine. So we have a 16 portent and a 2 portent. Now I'm going to need to refresh myself on how we use reactions to use those effectively soon, but we don't need to do that right now. And so this is the squad. We will of course meet Lae'zel and Will and the barbarian Karluk. But until then, this is the squad. Now, do we approach these guys just happy-go-Larry, or do we sneak into this encounter? Well, let's toggle group stealth. There's twisting vines on the ground, puddles of water. We can see that we are currently hiding and have clear areas because we are not obstructed by anything. Astarion, you are proficient in stealth, I assume at least. Acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, perception, deception, performance, persuasion. And we have expertise in sleight of hand and stealth. Very nice.
Just wilderness out here.
So, can we shoot this rope? Right, those 2 are dead. The others are not yet in initiative, so we're gonna immediately go forward and get involved in this fight. Who else is around? There's one up there. Can I get a shot?
Fall by my hand.
Come on now. There you go. And who else is left? Gale? We can't reach the target over there.
I venture forth. Checkmate.
It's a little bit of a far walk for us, but I'll take it. A critical hit is very welcome.
This feels good.
Shadowheart remains behind Gale.
Down with you.
Will attack with advantage as an unseen attacker. Right, we're all in initiative now.
Go for the throat.
We can bonus action hide
For a new approach.
for next turn.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I speak, they burn.
Warren. Acid. What is acid doing? Lucy is now asleep. Acid is reducing our armor class by 2. Does Astarion have line of sight on anybody from here? Seems unlikely. Alright, well then, let's cunning action dash. We can move 60 feet. Push ourselves up to here. Make a stealth roll. We have been seen. Fine. They are dealt with.
A better position.
Gone with the weave.
Gale,
Of course.
can we please finish them? Oh, we killed them. It's the other one. Do we have range for that? We do. 7 damage, and we can climb... Oh, not really. I was going to say we can climb down this staircase a little. And Shadowheart, this guy has 7 HP left. Good shot. Not quite enough damage, but we'll surely get them on the next one. They miss.
With finesse.
We can cunning action hide,
See me?
then sneak attack. Then we all return. We automatically wake up from sleeping. That's very welcome. And that encounter is resolved. Let's pick through the pockets of the defeated. Right. Leather armor, send to Gale. Shield, send to Gale. Don't know who's going to be proficient with a longsword. But we'll take the rest of the stuff. Gale.
Yeah, right with magic.
So, as a human, you can wear this stuff. That puts your AC to... Where is our AC? 14. 11 armor, plus 1 dex, plus 2 from shield. Alright then. I must say, the leather armor isn't a great look for you, Gale. You look a little bit out of place, but it is what it is. Warren. More stuff for us. What I do want is a longbow for Astarion at some point. Because his short bow is not the best ranged weapon for a rogue.
Open up.
Scale mail. Shadowheart, can you benefit from that perhaps? A shovel is a nice thing to have. Go pick their pockets. Shadowheart, how's your armor doing? Chain shirt, AC 13. This is chain shirt, AC 14, disadvantage on stealth checks. It's an improvement, I think, for now. Lucy?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Scroll of mage armor, simple robes, Talus divination without magic. Each page of this illustrated book describes the meaning of a different Talus card. A message has been penned down in the title page. My dearest Quelena, while you were sleeping I did another Talus reading. I half expected to draw the Fool because that is what I feel like. And what is your venture if not reckless? Instead, I drew these. The 10 of waves, meaning divine love, bliss, or illusions. The comet, meaning riches found or fulfilled wishes. And death, meaning new beginnings. The suit of waves resembles love, and I know that what we have is still frail, but can you blame my heart for beating faster when I saw these cards? I've been staring at them for an hour. I need to go. The cups aren't going to clean themselves, but I know when I come back home tonight you will be gone. When you return, will you tell me if you feel the same, or if this was all a blissful illusion? I love you, Alice. Right. We'll leave those bits. I will take a dragon egg mushroom.
Might be useful.
So many plants we found already. So we can just burn stuff to make ashes of just about anything, it seems.
No time to rest.
Then,
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal.
yes, we have. But for now, we are checking the rest of this space for supplies. Torches. Chulton Fire's Will. Thieves' tools, a dagger, rope. Potato and carrot. Alright then. I think we will take a beat here before venturing on inside. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.